Nice little nut there. Say hello.
Hello.
Well, what I want to talk about today is really, why all these things are happening in the world. The people that get caught in the middle of it is us, the people. There's genocide is the plan,
Dad, who you talking to?
the people.
Oh.
Genocide is the plan. You look back at history, look back at all of the 9/11, how many governments been killed. How many government people were killed, during
And please is not my friend.
during 9/11.
Dad.
3,000 civilians died, but no one else was killed. No congressmen, no generals, no presidents, nothing. Don't you find that amazing? They made sure to hit a part of the Pentagon where the civilians was at and made sure none of the generals was killed. They didn't, if 9/11 was real, how come the terrorists hated this government that much? Why didn't they just crash a plane into the White House, regardless of what, if the president was there or not? Why didn't they fly the plane into the Capitol building? Same thing with all of this rockets going back and forth through Israel and Gaza. Who gets hit and who gets killed? Always the civilians. Always civilians. You never hear Netanyahu getting killed. You never hear none of the Hamas leaders getting killed. It's always the civilians get they get to pay the price for the stupidity of governments, and that's the end game. That's the goal, is genocide and depopulation by any means necessary. You'll never get me to believe 9/11 was authentic. There was no real terrorists, and if they were, they flew. They told them to do what they did, and look who died. 3,000 people in the World Trade Center. The whole plane full of civilians crashed into Pennsylvania. Nobody, no government people at all. Don't you wonder why? People don't start thinking, man. So I really want to say, I'm out.
Hello.